Hello everyone and welcome back to Avorion. We are looking at our previous little Corvette here because it is time to say goodbye to this thing this episode. We want to make something bigger, stronger, and better so we can continue on our journey deeper into the cosmos, and this little ship here has gotten us all the way up, from this green location here, which is where our last ship was parked, all the way up, winding through one of the spirals of the galaxy to the point that we are now. It's about halfway to the center, and we need to upgrade and move on at this point. So, we have access to the tier 4 material, trinium at this point. We also have a bit of naonite left, titanium and iron. So hopefully we have enough resources to construct what I am thinking, and I am thinking about making something twice as big, if not larger. So you guys can sit back, relax. This is going to be in a speed build format because otherwise it would probably be multiple episodes to get this thing done. So for quickness sake, here we go. Well guys, would you look at this? This is about as much resources that I had for the internals of this thing. So we're going to have to spend some time mining, and we're going to be doing that on camera and hanging out for the rest of the episode. But just look how much bigger this ship is than our little Corvette down there. It is easily... Whoa, lag. Fun. A whole bunch of aliens just warped in. I hope the ship will be safe. I think it is. Anyways, it is much larger. It's about 3, maybe 4 times as long, and easily twice as tall, and same with width. So there's a lot of space to fill inside this thing. And in fact, if you go into your mining drone, I can easily just kind of putt around on the interior structure of this. And it is pretty interesting trying to build something so complicated, because this is a very round vessel, and you know, just the front itself took a lot of time trying to figure out the best way and combine a lot of these angular blocks to make a cone, because the Outlaw Star has this very blunt nose to it, and then that bluntness kind of flattens out in some areas and then becomes more rounded in the middle section, and then you get these large engine bays at the back. In fact, it might need to be still a bit longer. It is quite the large vessel. Now, of course, Avorion, it has a definitely different scale to the universe than, say, Outlaw Star does. So, like, the original crew of this is about 5-6 people. Right now we're sitting at a good bit. I think there's a total crew capacity right now of the 80s, maybe pushing 100, and we might end up needing more just due to running maintenance of all these internal pieces. But we need to mine. I need to get more, what's it called, titanium, and even more nanite and trinium here, and even iron. We used up a good chunk of our iron as well. I just need a whole bunch of more resources to finish skinning this thing, getting all the internals balanced, but we can go ahead and look at the base stats of this unfinished ship. It is the XGP 15A2 Grappler ship. That is the official name of this thing, and it is an impressive name. So let's go inside. You can see our little ship there to the right. Definitely feels a lot smaller once you're actually inside the Outlaw Star. So, what we got here? We already have 8,801 HP, 7,560 shield HP. Now, I'm looking to add more shields. Shield is mainly only these few blocks in the center, and I need to fill out a whole lot of dead space, and hopefully we can use some shielding for that. The volume is about 2.95 millimeters cubed, so it is quite the large space. Thrust 28 meters a second. We don't have even half of the engine bays built. I just have them roughed in as these little fins, just so I know roughly where things are gonna go. We're going to be filling in the back cone because this has quite the impressive jump capabilities for a ship of this size. So that's something to keep in mind that I want. In fact, even right now, you can see our jump range is fairly large, definitely larger than the base jump range. But this I can expect to get much more impressive over time here. We got a decent amount of generators right now, but as I said, I want to add more. Right now, we are generating 28.67 gigawatts. We require about half of that to run all these computer systems. Storable energy, not a whole lot, just 0.16 TJ? I don't know what TJ stands for, but it sounds impressive. Not a whole lot of turrets. Again, we need a whole bunch of subsystems, and that will require more power. We can fit a total of how many upgrades on this thing? Right now, it looks like 6 upgrades, but as we add more computer systems, hopefully that will increase just 1 or 2 slots more. I want to try and have a good quality of everything in here. We even able to fit a velocity security control bypass in here, and that is an interesting item. It's going to increase our max speed by a crazy amount. Like, the subtitle is just whee, and it's just amazing. Like cruise speed of this, I was kind of putting around earlier. You could have seen that in the speed build section. We were just cruising at like 800 meters a second. You know, our other ship tops out just flying around at 390. So this thing is obviously really fast. And the Outlaw Star was a very fast ship. It won a very important race. Or did it come in second? I forget. I think it won. I'm pretty certain. Other than that, we got, let's see, cargo hold of 492. I want to increase that a little bit as well. Our total crew quarters, by the way, is 165. I think I was referencing the total crew that I had on the ship, which is 72. We do require a large amount of mechanics and other people just to get these things really balanced and assigned. So, and I also want to actually buy some professional crew because they get a lot of bonuses to ship performance. So the more we can afford that, the better. We used about 1 million credits so far, and if I had to guess, by the end of it, we're going to be using up all 3 million to finish up this ship. It's going to be a pricey one, but it's going to be the one to take us to the center of the galaxy. I mean, I already don't have the warning saying that the ship is underpowered. Technically, if I just slap some weapons on it, it's in the bracket, and it's just a shell and rough scaffolding. So picture how strong this thing's going to be once it's complete. I'm super excited. Hope you guys are super excited to see it done. I think it's going to be another episode. I'm going to spend a whole bunch of time off camera mining and hopefully gathering enough resources to finish it. So let's go ahead, hop into our drone again. Into our old little Corvette here. We can just leave this thing parked off to the side. It's pretty much safe at this point. And we can head back over to the minefield. Look for some ore. We're going to need, of course, all 3 different types. So that's something I want to look into. We could also technically buy some. They have some in stock here. We might look at doing that first. If I can save time mining, next episode we might be able to get this thing completely fleshed out and done. So let's just head over here. I might also do mining just because I have a little bit of time. Oh god, we need to slow down. That's the one thing I am tired of on this ship, is the fact it's not the most... Oh! Ouch. Sorry, we lost some engines. We did some damage. We also lost some rep because of it. Apparently ramming stations is not something they enjoy or encourage you doing. And also, this station by itself, our ship is almost as large as this station. It's definitely going to have more mass. So that's interesting. Alright, trade materials. Let's see here. Let's buy. How much would 37,000 nanite be? Or trinium? That would be pretty expensive. Let's try 1,000. So how much is it going to be per 1,000? So, yeah, 35,000 per 1,000 that we buy here. So let's buy a few. Let's just get up there. Let's get back up to 20k of this. We'll buy all of this here. And also 10, 1, 2, 3. Boom, just like that. And 10, 1, 2, 3. Boom, just like that. So that spent a whole lot of money, but that got our resources up. We're already basically back to where we were before we started building on the Outlaw Star. So we have a good foothold to hopefully finish it. Now the problem being that this is using an iron hull, which is, you know, the weakest, of course. So that's something to keep in mind. We might want to look into upgrading that over time as we get closer to the center of the galaxy. Let's head over here. This ship right now is still really weak compared to the area. So we're just hanging out kind of off in the distance, keeping away from these NPCs, trying to remain safe. But we did just spend about a third to a half of our money. So that's something to keep in mind. We might need to go sell some more asteroids, find some of those. Depending on the Outlaw Star and how far we can get, we'll either take it out or we will try to do something else. I can even set this ship here to mine while we're working on the Outlaw Star. So that's something to consider as well. So what I'm going to do is end this episode here. I hope you guys enjoy the progress so far. And, you know, watching this speed build, listen to some music. And I hope you guys are excited for when this thing is done and we can continue on our journey back towards the center. Anyways, if you guys are new to the channel and you want to see some more creative goodness such as this, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Go ahead and leave a comment down below on what you think. If you're fans of Outlaw Star and fans of those like 90s kind of animation from Japan, go and let me know that as well. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode.